All right. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight. My name is Jessica Ruckle, and we are going to get going with our Gold Mastermind again. Pick up where we left off. Oop, let me get back out of here. Sorry, guys. It's so professional. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. Okay. So this is my first time recording, so bear with me. But we're going to talk about duplication, mindset, process, and expectations tonight, as well as some business objections that you guys might hear and some ways to talk to people about them. Okay. Just letting some more people in that were in the waiting room. Okay. So Gold Mastermind. Again, my name is Jessica Ruckle, and here we go. We're going to talk about thought models tonight. Let me see if I can move you guys a little bit. Where can I put you guys? Because you are in my thingy. I can't see. Okay, here we go. So make sure you guys put it in the chat if I don't see that you have your hand raised, because I can't see everything. Okay, thought models. Negative thought model starts with a circumstance. So I want you guys to start thinking about something that's in your brain. Maybe it's happened last week, maybe it's happened today, where you got frustrated and you were like, this is my circumstance. Okay, maybe it's your desire and your need to develop business builders. Like you're like, no one's joining my team. This is my circumstance. I'm sitting here and I just really, really want this to happen. So the thought might be, but who would want to follow me? I suck at duplication. And that would be attached to a feeling of being defeated, stressed, insecure. You might feel fearful of your business not working because you don't feel like you can find anybody. That's going to lead to the action of not talking or posting about the opportunity, not talking or taking any actions regarding duplication, which is going to really result in no duplication and no new business builders. You guys, do we see how this process kind of works? If you can put in the chat, maybe a circumstance that you have a negative thought behind that's resulted in you not growing your business. Put in the chat. I'm going to wait till we have some answers. I like these to be interactive for you guys. Let me make sure I can see the chat first of all. There we go. Fear of success. Thank you, Jamie, for responding. Okay, so maybe your circumstance is that you're not moving in your business. Okay. And your thought is, well, I could never be an emerald. I could never be a diamond. I could never, never, right? Which makes you feel like, inadequate, like you're not doing enough. Maybe the comparison starts to sink in, and that makes it so that you don't really even try anymore, which you're resulting in not building a business. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Fear, I took too long of a break in my business to have any more success or rank up this month. Oh, that's a good one, Caitlin. Thank you for sharing that vulnerable thought. Fear of judgment, fear of not being a good leader. I am at a plateau with my weight loss, so I'm discouraged about sharing. I don't deserve it. Ooh, these are all so good, you guys. Okay, thank you for sharing. Let's move on to the next slide so we can learn how to get out of these negative thoughts. Oh my goodness gracious. Here we go. Okay. La, la, la. Can you guys see this when it's on the screen like that? I'm learning. Maybe. Okay. Negative thought model. You have reinforced your negative thoughts, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You're basically deciding what's going to happen by having that thought. You don't need to change your negative thoughts. You just need to change how you engage with them, observe them, choose not to believe them, and let them naturally pass like clouds in the sky. They will pass. They always do. I love this quote. I thought that was a good one. Okay, so here we go into the positive thought model. So the circumstance, same thing. Desire and need to develop business builders. The thought, I am mastering the skill of duplication and people want to join me. I am finding my people. You're completely turning that phrase into nobody wants to join me to I'm doing this thing. Okay. That turns into a feeling of I'm expectant, I'm excited, I'm eager. I want to learn more. I'm full of possibilities. I'm ready. Right. That turns into an action of being hyper focused, learning on duplication, posting and talking about the opportunity and helping new people to share. So it starts with a simple circumstance leading to a thought, right? Your thought is literally going to determine everything after that. So what if we just stopped at this point, right? At this thought part. So this action leads to results of creating new silvers and business builders. Okay. So your thoughts are so important, you guys. Positive thought model. You have changed your circumstance by changing your thoughts. Your new circumstance is that you are developing new business builders. So tonight, when you're going to bed, I want you to lay down and say, I am developing new business builders. People want to join me. I am developing a massive team. I am developing a team of 500. I am learning. I am in movement. Okay. I want you guys to be falling asleep and waking up to the things that you want and that you're asking your higher power for. Okay. So I wake up every single morning asking and thankful for the things that I have now. Okay. Grateful heart. And then the things that I am excited to get and are on the way, like they're already en route to me. I'm just thankful for them, right? Instead of saying, I want, we're saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Getting into that different mindset. So here we go again. I want this ingrained in your brain. Circumstance, thought, feelings, actions all lead to results. Okay. So anything that happens to you, it could be, I stub my toe. My thought is, wow, that really hurt. That leads to feelings of, oh my goodness, poor me. Okay. Which leads to the action of, oh, I'm going to baby it. Okay. And then that, could you say that again? Oh, Siri's calling me out. And then that leads to the result of me and my toe just sitting here having a pity party. Okay. Or the circumstance could be like, oh, wow, that hurt. It's okay. Like whatever. Okay. That was a horrible example, you guys. Caitlin, I can only see your face right now and I see you laughing at me. So I'm distracted. Let's use a better circumstance. Okay. So let's say somebody leaves your team or somebody quits their products. Okay. Our initial thought is, wow, that's a bummer. Somebody else left my team. I'm like super upset right now. Or our positive thought could be, okay, it happens. People leave my team. People stop using the products. Maybe they had a circumstance that I know nothing about. Okay. And I'm going to be okay. And maybe just check on them to see if they're okay. Okay. That's my thought. But rather than being like, oh my gosh, another one. Right. So this thought of having that positive mindset is going to lead to a feeling of, oh, I'm actually eager to know what's going on in their life. I'm actually very curious to see what's going on. And it's going to lead to me reaching out and getting the result of what's going on in their life. Right. Communication is key, you guys. So here is something I will provide to you guys after the Zoom. It is just a way to document down throughout the day, being self-aware. Okay, I'm really fired up right now. I'm upset about this. What is the circumstance? What is my thought? What's the worst case scenario? And I don't know if you guys have ever watched the show This Is Us, but there's a couple in that show and they always play worst case scenario when they're in a sticky situation and the husband and wife will kind of just like go back and forth with like their biggest fear of what could happen. And then they realize like how ridiculous they actually sound. And then they just kind of like talk about it. And then they're like, okay, so this is actually what's going to happen. So it's kind of the same thing. It's getting that circumstance down on paper, thinking about your thought, what feelings that goes with it, and like what action you want to take. And then going to the positive side. Okay. And these on the paper I provide you are side by side. So you can do this at the same exact time. You can look at the circumstance on both sides, the thought, and look, you can look at a negative thought and completely do the opposite. Even if you are not feeling that way yet, you guys, a thought is just what you're going to put on the paper when it comes to good if you're not feeling it yet. Okay. Reading something and taking it and believing it is going to be huge, even if you don't believe it yet. Okay. So casting vision. I have some homework for you guys. It is a YouTube video that I am going, actually, I can't share it in this chat, but I will share it into our chat after this Zoom is over. It's by Christina Williams. Okay. And I will link that to you guys. Send it to your brand ambassadors that are already sharing. Okay. And we're going to cast vision with them. You guys are going to duplicate tonight or tomorrow, whenever you decide to watch it. I definitely recommend within the next 24 hours, because I'm going to be asking you guys some questions. But you're going to pick somebody or 3 people or 5 people to watch this video with. And you guys are you're going to basically say, hey, I have this video assignment. It's 36 minutes long, but it's by this amazing diamond, Christina Williams. We're going to learn about casting vision, and I'm going to watch it with you. Is there a time that works for you to watch this? If they're like, right now I'm watching it, okay, you could be like, all right, well, I'm going to watch it now or later. But I want you guys to watch it and then say, hey, when you're done, I have some questions that we're going to answer together. Okay. The questions are basically like, what were your biggest takeaways? And just talking about the video, but it helps to bond with your ambassadors. I love that you guys show up here. How awesome would it be if your team showed up here as well? I noticed that the chat's popping off and I didn't see it, so I'm just checking in. I don't need to change my negative thoughts. It's a huge relief, right? You literally create your reality based on your thoughts. Sheets and journals are amazing. Write it down. I have to see or hear my thoughts out loud to sometimes understand the bigger picture. Absolutely. Like putting it on paper is huge. Please go follow Christina Williams. She is absolutely amazing diamond. Okay. So you're also going to provide the worksheet that I provide you to them. Okay. So you're getting something from me, and then you're going to be like, hey, we're doing this together. Okay. And then they're going to be like, hey, we're doing this together. Maybe they have people they want to share with. Okay. 90%. Most people can cast the vision, but 90% fail at creating the action behind the vision. Isn't that sad, you guys? 90% is so huge. Like only 10% of people that actually cast this vision and are like, this is what I'm going to do with my life, put the action behind it. So if you think about our team of being over 500 people, and there's how many of you on this, this Zoom right now? Are you the 10%? Yeah, I'd say so myself. Like you're putting in the work right now. I'm proud of you guys. Okay, wait. Okay, business objections. We are moving into week 4 of our Gold Mastermind training because I missed so much time. I wanted to just squeeze it in for you guys. And if you have any questions about the first portion, let's do that now. I want to see if you guys have a thought pattern that you're having a hard time overcoming. Let's talk about that. Put it in the chat so I can address it with you. Let's see. I'm trying to expand you all so I can see you. Where'd my chat go? Here's the chat. Okay, talk to me, guys. What are our negative thought patterns that we are having a hard time getting out of? Maybe it's that you need validation. Maybe it's that you're feeling like abandoned. Maybe you don't feel included. Maybe you feel like people aren't responding to you. Maybe you don't feel like this is a business for you. Ooh, that's a good one. Out of friends and people I can talk to. How do you make new friends, Kara? Unmute yourself.
I don't.
It's hard, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
I smile at everybody. They don't smile back, so I punch them.
Yeah. You're that aggressive, sweet kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so are you a part of any like healthcare groups, like on Facebook or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Healthcare worker groups, like anywhere that you could relate to people in the same field as you.
I mean, I'm not part of any groups, but I could be.
Yeah. So that's the best way virtually to make friends without having to actually make friends, is just getting in groups and finding connections. I'm not saying go sell and, get flagged for marketing, but I am saying connect, ask questions, get advice. If you see someone, oh, cute scrubs, I like those, whatever, compliment people, tell them they look good. And then as soon as you start being that kind person in a group, they're going to start adding you as a friend. You never need to mention plexus to the new friends you make in groups, you guys. That's how you get flagged. It's how you get like spammed out. And most of us have gone through that at least once. But that's definitely a way that I would recommend. And also, like, I think you met Cami by like association, right? Like stranger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, if you've done it, you were willing to reach out to a stranger will be willing to reach out to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Even like creating a walking group on your lunch break, people that want to walk at, whatever time you go on lunch, getting people together to just get to know you and connect with them.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay, let's see what else we got. Negative thought pattern. My ambassadors aren't on the same momentum as me, and I don't know how to stay hyped. Ooh. Okay, so this is a good one because I've felt this. I think everyone's felt this. Very relatable. And I always think about, there's this picture and I'll share it with you guys later, but it's like there's this leader wolf and then there's the pack and then there's this other wolf. And this other wolf makes sure that the team doesn't get left behind, right? You have your leader side where you lead by the front, and then you have your leader side where you lead by the back. You're only as strong as your weakest member, right? So we want to make sure everyone's happy, but at the same time, we have to be the momentum for our team. And this is hard as leaders, you guys. This is the hardest part about network marketing, is that you have to be both. Okay. And it's just little old you. This is where delegation comes in. It's where getting your hype partners comes in. It's where training your teams to get hyped. But a big thing with getting my team hyped is I have to get them on the phone. If I'm like, hey, Tara, want to do a challenge? She's like, who, what, when, where, why? Like, that is not enough information for me. Right. So I have to be like, okay, so are you ready? Can you handle all the details? Are we in a good headspace? Are we ready to go? Like, can we make a plan? Is this a good time? Like all the questions first. And then, I have to make sure she's in a good space. And I'm using Tara as an example because she's my senior Ruby. And with anybody, it's even if it's your best friend, hey, want to do this challenge with me? It's kind of lame, right? But if you're on voice recording, you're like, babe, we're doing this challenge. Like, you want to compete? Like, they're going to be like, yeah, I hear you, girl. Let's do it. Okay. So get personal with people, especially your leaders. It's hard because a lot of us are friends with our leaders, but getting that boundary of like, hey, we're talking business right now. Like, when are you going to get it together? Like, I'm waiting on you, girl. Like, I'm waiting on you. Like, we're supposed to be rocking this business together. And honestly, I'm not having fun because I'm doing this by myself. Like, we were supposed to link arms and you kind of just fell off the face of the earth. Like, I'm not blaming you, but like, hello, that's how I talk to my leaders. Okay. And sometimes they're still not ready to come back and they're like, girl, I'm just not ready. And that's fine. I go find new leaders. I go find people that are going to bring something that my team doesn't already have. I'm going to go find somebody that has great energy and I'm going to go be like, hey girl, you got great energy and I need that right now on my team. Okay. I need that for me. I want to do that together. So does that answer your question or do you have any more to, yeah. Okay. Okay. So next one is, I don't ever want to come off salesman, slimy, or pushy. So are you any of those three things? Like right now? Like, have you ever been a salesperson? No. Okay. Awesome. So then you'd have to be doing something other than you're already doing to be those things, right? You'd have to like step out of who you are to become that, right? Like, I'm not a salesperson. I don't think I'm slimy or pushy either, but I'm passionate, right? I have fire about the products. My life's been changed. I mean, girl, you've lost 17 or was it 19 pounds? Like in an insane amount of time. 17. Yeah. Like that is so crazy. You're on fire for plexus right now. So people feel that. If they feel that energy. I definitely recommend, and I haven't looked at your social media lately, but always balancing it out. So fire on plexus. Like if you're so excited about plexus, what else are you excited about? If you can get that excited about products, then are you excited about, like, maybe you're excited about weight loss. Maybe you're excited about walking your kids in a stroller every morning. Maybe you're excited about healthy eating now. Maybe you're excited about cutting soda and making, like, yummy protein shakes. Like, get excited about other subjects that are still health related, but they are also like something other than like a plexus graphic or a sale or a promotion or a testimony. So just keeping that balance there. Does that answer your question? Pushy. I am a little pushy sometimes, but that's just because I don't want people to miss out on a good sale. That's the only time I am pushy, is that I'm like, you don't have money, but like you said that like 17 times ago. And this is the best sale yet. And usually they're like, oh, fine. Okay. Or I'm like, okay, you've been telling me that. And so now can I help you make money? Like, come on. Okay. I love to like be myself. So if you're snarky or sarcastic or funny or have like a good sense of humor, use that. If your people know you to be like that, and then when you talk about plexus, you're like a robot and you're like, well, thank you so much for that question you have asked. Let me ask my sponsor. Okay. They're going to know that you're just like doing this robotically. Balance is always key. Yes. So from the last challenge, we did a last 16.5 inches total off my body. I'm trying to figure out how to make a good post. Yes, 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 about that. That is a great question. Caitlin is a boss at making these types of posts. I know she can help you. I would be happy to help you after, probably tomorrow morning, with a post, just because I go to bed after this. But definitely want to help you with a post on that. I love like a full-blown testimony. First of all, like it's been forever, and it took me this long to lose this weight. I've never been able to do so. I've tried everything under the sun, like that kind of testimony, a long one. But then like just being excited about losing that much, right? Like in your story, like, oh my gosh, I lost this much inches off my waist. And then being like, do you guys understand what that means? Right? Like off my whole body. Okay. So getting a ruler and being like, this is 16 inches. Okay. Showing people the visual, what 16 inches is. Okay. It's actually a lot bigger. Like that's insane, Johanna. People need to see the visual. I know. So just like breaking it down in that way and being excited, keeping it short and sweet, but also making a good testimony post for people to share, that know you and love you and want to support you and, get the word out about it. Okay. Okay. So let's move on to business objections, because this is going to go along with what you guys have been asking too. Okay. So maybe they say, I don't have time. Okay. Don't have time to take plexus, but this is mostly business. Okay. So I don't have time to work the business. We're always going to relate to them, you guys. Hey, Samantha, girl, I can absolutely relate to how you feel. And if voice messenger sounds better for you guys, more authentic, please use your voices, because this looks very copied and pasted. If you copy and paste this message, I will personally be upset with you. Okay. And I'm going to give you these messages, but they are scripts and they're not meant to just be copied and pasted. Okay. Can we just promise that we're not going to copy and paste them? Yes, everybody. Okay. We're going to edit them. We're going to use it as a template, but we are not going to copy it. Okay. Hey, Samantha, girl, I can absolutely relate to how you feel as a full-time teacher, insert your profession, or as a full-time stay-at-home mama to a lot of kids. I definitely didn't see how I could squeeze anything else into my day either. Okay. We just related. But what I found is it's not a matter of spending a massive amount of time working this business. It's more important to be consistent in the little bit of time you might have. If I could show you how you could be successful, sorry, I typed this up super fast, starting out with just 30 minutes or an hour a day, would you be open to that? Okay. We're ending with a question. She could say no. Are my feelings hurt? No, I don't care. Okay. I don't care about that part of it. Okay. If she says no, I'm still going to talk to her. I'm just not attached to the outcome. Okay, you guys. So if they're saying no, I'm not getting my feelings hurt, because that's just them saying no to themselves. Okay. They're not saying no to you. They don't know how to fit it into their life. They don't know how that could even be possible without you showing them. Okay. So they're not saying no to you. Okay. So we're relating, we're waiting for them to respond. Here's the next one. Oh, I need to wait. I need my own results first. Okay, Samantha, I definitely can relate to how you feel. I wasn't sure that I could share before having my own results either. But what I found is that people generally aren't as interested in what Plexus has done for me as they are with what Plexus can do for them. Right? Doesn't that make sense when we hear it, right? There are so many different things that Plexus can help with that there's no way that I would ever have a testimony that could speak to every single concern. But I have learned that gut health is directly rooted in all of those concerns. And that's something I can be passionate about sharing. Okay. You know, they're like, at this point, if I could show you how you could share authentically with others, even while working on your own results, would you be open to that? Who would say yes? All of us, we share. Okay. But like that to me, I'm like, all right, touche. If I say no to somebody and they come back with like a solution to my no, I'm like, ooh, I'm sold. That's how I work. Okay. So I like when people argue a little bit, get a little feisty with me. I like it. Okay. I'm not a salesperson. Here we go. Samantha, I definitely can relate to how you feel. I wasn't sure that I could share before having my own results either, but what did I copy the same one? I did. Let me read it off of here, you guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. Not a salesperson. Blah, 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 blah. Samantha, I can absolutely relate to how you feel. I feel the same exact way as a blank. Could be a stay-at-home mom. It could be a makeup artist. It could be anything but a salesperson. Okay. You relate to that statement because you're not a salesperson, right? But what I have found is that I don't have to be a salesperson. I already tell people the things that I love. I have learned that selling is actually just serving. And I believe that these products can help so many people who are literally praying for relief right now. If I could show you how you can share from a place of love and service that doesn't feel gross and slimy, would you feel open to that? Oh, I love it so much. And I'm going to give you guys these after this. Okay. Makes me feel so much more prepared having these responses ready. And I know you're like, oh, I don't even need to change it. It sounds like me. Okay. You guys promised. Everybody promised. You're not allowed to copy and paste it. Okay. Still edit. All right. Moving on to I'm an introvert. I don't talk to people. I actually got this excuse today. I'm going to call it an excuse. It's an objection, but they said I'm an introvert. I could never do that. And I'm going to send them this message. I can understand that though, but what I have learned is that network marketing is just a simple set of skills that anyone can learn. We have every personality type, every age, introverts and extroverts at the top levels of our company. Actually, introverts have an upper hand because of their natural skill set. They are naturally observant thinkers. They analyze people and situations. They're discerning. I'm stroking their ego right now, if you guys can't tell. All skills that are so helpful to building a business. Most of the tippy top diamonds are introverts. My friend Brittany is an introvert and making between 30 and 40K a month. If you guys don't know, that is Brittany. Is it Brittany Howard? What's her name? Is it Brittany Howard? Yes. Okay. If I could teach you those skills, would you be open to it? Okay, go follow her on Facebook. She's under Christina Williams. But I love this because it's like, you don't have to be an extrovert to be good at sharing products with people. Like I could just hand you this. I don't have to say anything. Take it. Right? You can be an introvert. There are tons of diamonds that are introverts. And if you need help with that, please let me know. Okay, MLMU. Okay, I also got this objection today. They were like, ugh, okay. But I changed their mind, okay, after they learned who I am. Just like in the sense of I love to share products and it's simple to do so. So MLMU, I can totally relate. I never wanted to be in network marketing. I had tried a couple and lost money. I just thought it was kind of off and yucky, my personal opinion. But now I have studied the industry and model. I know why it's one of the fastest growing models on the planet. I'm so proud to be a professional network marketer and say that with pride, you guys, because you should be proud. Okay. You're literally working from home, making money. Like that's amazing. I Googled that. Okay. And helping people not just with the job of their dreams, but create the life of their dreams. I have a video about Plexus in my industry. If I sent it to you, would you check it out? So personally, I would send a diamond documentary and just kind of be like, hey, this chick, like she makes like this much money. Here's the income graphic. Like you should watch this. Okay. That's just how I talk to people. If you need something more like, Yeah, no, I just wouldn't send anything else but a diamond documentary. I just think the other ones are a little too like, meh. Highlight an aspect of their personality that speaks network marketing. So like, let's say if I see that, you have a lot of friends on your Facebook, like, girl, you have like 5,000 friends on your Facebook. Why aren't you sharing something valuable? Why aren't you talking about the products you take? Or maybe you just, you do your makeup really well. And I'm like, hey, you do your makeup really well. Like, can you start sharing a little bit about that with me? And then they're going to be like, yeah, well, I buy it from, Sephora. Boom. They just did a referral. And you could be like, wow, that was a really good network marketing advertisement. I'm serious. Like, call them out, you guys. Oh, it's so funny to me. Okay, saturated market. When people are saying like, nope, everybody already sells it in my town. Okay, less than 3% actually of our country has heard of Plexus. Okay, in the US. So many people haven't heard of it, and we are just starting to open up in different countries: Mexico, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. We will be a legacy company that everyone has heard of and tried. Someone will tell them about it if you don't. Third party, Celeste Gwynn. She is amazing. She is somebody that I absolutely look up to in this business. She is so freaking kind in person and online. Okay. But she has a small school in Texas, 9 diamonds, expanding network. She has mission trips, and she's just amazing. You guys need to just follow her. Everybody follow her. Okay. But can we just talk about less than 3% of our country has heard of Plexus? So 5 years ago, when I joined you guys in 2016, not one person in Gig Harbor knew about Plexus. Okay. Not one person that I knew in my entire network knew about Plexus. So I was literally the footboard for people to spring off of. Okay. And I got to decide what Plexus was going to be for people. Yes, the products are gut health related, but what was I going to make the products be for people? I focused on weight loss and mental health. Okay. So pick what the products are going to be for people. Don't just be all silly-nilly talking to everybody. Focus. What are you taking the products for? Is it fibromyalgia and weight loss? Focus on that. Talk to your fibro friends. They're probably struggling like you were before you got on the products, right? Talk to your friends that are overweight. Say like, girl, I feel how it feels to feel fat and sad and cry at myself in the mirror every day. I know how that feels. That's why I'm on weight loss products. Like, holler. You can judge me or you can join me. That is how I talk to people on my Facebook for the last 4 years, because I don't care if you judge me. I'm the one that's getting skinny over here. Okay. Don't like social media or has little presence. I totally relate. You remind me of myself when I started. In fact, I maybe posted once a week and I rarely went on social media. I found that social media is just a tool. You can reach unlimited people with one post. You don't need social media to be successful, but it can help to speed up the process. What matters the most is personal connection, in person, over the phone, text, or social media. Third-party validation. We had a teacher replace her teaching income just by word of mouth. I would love to hear your feedback on this. So there is a diamond. I don't know who it is. It might be Chris something. But anyways, football coach. Okay. Football coach that got all the football parents on freaking Plexus. Okay. Can you just think about like how it can spread like wildfire when you go big? So you might be talking to, Sally's parent about Plexus, but what about if you went to the coach? What if you got the coach to talk to the kids about hydrate? What if you got the coach to talk to the kids about how important it is to maintain their gut health? What if you got the coach talking to the kids about eating their veggies? Oh, wait, they don't eat their veggies. Take their greens, take their microbiome. Okay. You guys aim higher. Okay. They don't necessarily need social media presence if they're a coach or a person of influence. Maybe they work in HR at your work. Maybe they're a head honcho at the Mexican restaurant down the street. Okay. I only say that because I've been putting off speaking to a very, very big Mexico potential for way too long. Okay. But, they don't need the presence when they have the network. Okay. I'm just going to use this. My Mexico potential has 11 siblings. They manage 2 Mexican restaurants. They go to Mexico and they fund schools, and they take all of their proceeds from their restaurant here and pay for their families. Okay. So why have I not reached out to this person? And how amazing would it be for me to help fund their mission, right? Okay, I have objections too. I have fears too, you guys. So I'm just sharing because there's so many people out there with the potential and we decide to stop it for them, right? I'm stopping it for them. I could be presenting them with an opportunity, but I'm stopping it. So who are you thinking that you're like, I want to, but like, I'm scared. I want you to text me them after this Zoom. Okay. Small network, pretty much same message. We'll move on from this. Okay, so what are some objections that you guys hear? I want you to put them in the chat. I do offer coaching calls on Wednesdays. Those are open to anybody. And if you would like the link, it is there. I'll also post it in the chat after this Zoom. Here's my phone number. You guys can call me. If I don't answer, I'm busy. But if I do answer, hey, let's chat. Okay. If you have questions, if you want to rank up, you should be in my inbox. Straightforward. Like you should be asking me questions. You should be trying to figure out how to grow. You should be trying to figure out what resource you can use next, how you should, talk to people better so that they're joining faster. I don't know. But for me, when I wanted to grow, I was up Emily's butt. Okay. Literally was like, I am making her my best friend because I'm going to bug her. I'm going to learn her. I'm going to figure her out. Okay. Do it with me. I'm here for you. That's my job, is to literally sit here and wait for you guys to be in my inbox and help you. I mean, I don't wait. I actually reach out to a lot of people to get that fire going. Okay. But you guys are responsible for your own businesses. An objection. I'm broke. I was broke too before Plexus. Can I tell you my story? I was actually on food stamps. I was a full-blown alcoholic. Kate, tell them your story. Right? How were you broke before and how are you not now? I was broke. I was drunk. I was a smoker. I was a fast food, what is it called? Junkie. Okay. And now I'm healthy. I don't crave the crap. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I have a healthy body. I love myself. I'm not broke anymore. Just relate back to them. How are you in that objection with them before Plexus? Okay. Any more questions? I am going to stop the recording. Make sure that that wasn't stopping the recording. That was stopping the screen share. Hello. Okay, here we go.